What's up, y'all? Today, swapping the rack on the TW. Here's my TW. So I got it pre-owned, it's a 2009. And this big old rack on the back, although it was very useful, it's not the most attractive. It doesn't, I don't know, it's not really my jam. And I happened to score a replacement for it for free $99. Thanks to someone who's a member of my TW group, not my TW group, but TW group on Facebook. I scored one of these bad boys because he got a new one, didn't need it anymore. And so he passed on the blessing. And this is going to fit my aesthetic a lot better than this one does. So I'm gonna take this one off, slap the new one on it, gotta take the bag off and everything. And then get right back to you. I do a whole install video, but we'll go over the install just real quick. There's plenty of install videos here. So first, seat's gotta come off because there's a couple bolt points that are underneath. And then it attaches back here behind the blinkers. So I just got to loosen the blinkers. It slides in, pulls down, tighten it down. Super easy install. There's not really anything to it, hardly. So I'm going to get to that, and then I'll go through the process as it goes. All right, BRB. First, got to remove the storage bag. So that's right. I zip tied the clips in order to steal it. So I'll start with a cutty thingy. Got it. All right. So pro tip for you, I guess. If you have a quick release bag, you go ahead and zip tie those suckers so that nobody comes, quick releases your bag for you and wanders off with your stuff. It'll be a bad day. And pull that. I put two on there. God damn it. Get out of there. Good stupid thing. Right, let's pull that one out. So, throw that on the ground. I did two on there again because I ran out of the black ones. God damn it. What the hell, man? Good. Yes, bag off. I don't want to sit over there and get all dirty on the tires. Red Bull. Remove the seat. Ratchet. I believe it's a 10 millimeter. That one. Yes. 10 millimeter. Yep. That one. Let's go back over here. Looks like we're doing the install video anyway. So, yeah, there. Was alright. It is a 10 millimeter. Come on. Get on there. So good. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Okay, under here. And crack that bolt loose. I don't have the quick removal ones that people like. And then I gotta undo that one. Okay, the bolt's out of there. Maybe it's time to invest in those quick release ones. That would be a good idea, but I digress. Okay. Up. Hold on. Anyway, we'll put this. Let's put that upside down right up there. That's good. Okay. Oh yeah, that under there because the battery I got was a little bit loosey. I clean that. I don't like that. Okay, we have the two little things right there. And I gotta loosen the blinker ticks. Let's do a little fitski here. So let's go around the blinkers, and those mount into right where the seat mounts. That's handy. So it's gonna sit like that. So you see this big rack, like I said, useful, great. But I like how this one matches more of the shape of the Fender. Kind of a sleeker look. Not for everybody, but it's all good. So I'm still super stoked on this rack. All right, let's go. Oh, wait. Probably gonna need one of these guys. Yes, we're gonna have to use a crescent wrench. Okay, now we'll go around to the back here. Right about, you gonna focus? There we go. Loosen that, and it'll flunk, and then I'll flunk and pop it off of there, because it should be open. Or is this one? It might all be one piece, then I have to completely remove the blinkers. I really hope that's not the case. That would suck, but I think that is in fact the case, because I don't see the opening for it. So that means I'll have to unwire. I gotta unwire the blinkers. See, the aftermarket one, well, I guess that's probably aftermarket too. Maybe that's factory. I don't know. But that's gonna make for more of a pain than anticipated. That's okay. I have the tool now. Yep, so remember I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to totally take the blinkers out. Yep, I'm gonna have to totally take them out. There's no notch that makes it easy removal here. So I have to disconnect the blinker, turn indicator, whatever you want to call them, on both sides. Remove them, take this rack off, and then the other one will just slide in and bolt on. That sucks, but whatever. Time to get the wire cutters and zip ties. Be back. We're back! Here we go. So I got the old rack off. Here, have a look. Boom, there's the old rack. There's a big, huge, silvery thing, which is great for function, poor for form. Just, I don't like how it looks. So here we go. Here's the TW SV Grom TW. So I had to remove everything from it, but I have all the screws. Blinkers are out. I'll go ahead and get this new rack installed and doing its thing. So new rack's over there, and here we go. So let's go over again, now that it's off, how this new rack's gonna install. So this one, see the back plate right there, see that little notch? That's so you don't have to do that and remove the whole blinker, because it will sit where the blinkers do. It's gonna tuck right under there. Oh, yep, it helps if I show it to you. So it goes right there where the blinker installs, and then this part sits right where the seat goes. Yep, and bolts in to the seat. So I know, riveting stuff. So I'm excited though, so I'm gonna put it on the thing, and then I'll show you a little bit what's going on as I drop things on myself. There we go. I'll be right back. Right, so now we've got it to a point of being realistic of how the install would go for this new rack. So I got the old rack off. Now I've rewired up the blinkers and everything so that it will make more sense as far as the install goes. So you will grab my chair here because fat and old. So we will loosen this nut all the way off so it falls just like that. It's not going to go anywhere, it's fine. And then same thing with this one right here. We're going to go ahead and loosen that one so that it pulls to a point of, whoop, there we go. So now we just have the wire there. So the rack right here is going to go, it's going to be hard to do with one hand, but it's going to slide. So that notch right there, if you can see that, there you go. That notch is going to go over the wire so everything slides through there. Same thing there. So let me put it on. Much easier to do with two hands. So you see the notch slid over where the wire was. Same thing on this side notch. It's not gonna focus. There we go. Slid over where the wire was. And then these guys go through. So, and then you thread everything together. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten this here. Come on. There we go. Just like that. And then go over to this side and do the same thing here. So it doesn't pull itself out again. And then when everything tightens, it all buttons up together like that. So now it'll swing and pivot, which I want it to swing and pivot right now because since I've got the back attached, see how it conforms to the fender so much better? Oh, I love it. So now when I bolt the seat down, it's going to come up through the seat bolts. So it'll tighten on with the seat. But I want this to be able to tilt right now because I need to put my straps from the bag, which I have right there, and see how I have them networked in around this one. So I want to do a similar thing over there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the straps situated on the frame, obviously ahead of time, and zip tie them where I want them to fall. Because I want this bag to sit. And there we go. Oh, let's get this bag to sit there in a specific position. So I have my clips, which are going to go right about here. So if I zip tie the strap around this cross member here and do the same thing in the back corner here, then it'll loop up and be, it'll be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll show you what I did. This is obviously a little bit more than just the install of the rack. This is also getting my bag lined up where I want it to go. But at this point, you can see how the rack installs. So I'll be back then once I do the thing. All right, so now you guys can see what I did. So I ran the buckle straps underneath this plate and I zip tied them into place. Some heavier duty zip ties, obviously black so that they can't be seen. I'll trim those off, the bag will sit on there, and then it'll strap just fine. Oh, well here I guess I could go like that so you can see how I networked it under there. So, boom, pro tip. I don't know, attach it, zip tie it under there or whatever. Either way, if the zip ties break for some reason, it's still strapped to the back, and when it's held on, worst case, even if it got really loose, it wouldn't fall past this point because it's the way it's networked. So anyway, all right, time to button this thing up and put it all back together. It's getting warm out today. There it is. This rack looks so much nicer with how it matches the contour of the tail end. I got the blinkers on. Yep, looking good. I need to refinish this. Oh, and a pro tip for refinishing those lights. So those are the original blinkers. Totally gonna name drop because I've used it on my Miata that I'm working on. But shiny car stuff. Clean this up, just gonna wipe it down, put a coat on it, and we'll put a new clear coat and make it look super nice. So I've got all my buckles and everything here. So let me, I'm gonna magically put the seat on, or so 1, 2, 3. Magic, right? Pretty cool. Anyway, that's it. Now I'm gonna tuck these under there. Get them all tucked away, bags on nice and secure, and I don't have the bulky looking rack hanging out from under it. So the TW200. It's not anything crazy, but I'm kind of trying to go for a little bit supermoto-ish look. So that's why I really want to take advantage of the rack. I already got the tail tidy. I've got the Tusk Fender mount, so it sits not on the dang tire. So everything is coming together. So name drop to Nolan. I won't put any last names in there. You know who you are if you see this. If you don't, anyway, thank you so much for paying it forward and blessing me with the rack, man. Freaking awesome. Super stoked on it. So you have contributed to me getting the TW looking the way that I want it to look. So now I think it would make sense that maybe I should pass it on to somebody that really wants this rack and see if I have any takers. I'm sure I will. It is a fantastic, very sturdy rack, and will totally go for someone that's looking for more of, I don't know, a hunting TW build or something like that. With those side rails, it would be good for those mini saddlebags or something like that. So should I get rid of that rack, I will have to possibly pay that forward. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, thanks for watching anyway. And what are you doing watching my videos? Get out there and ride, man. Appreciate your support. Peace.